Welcome to the 32nd episode of Proofless, where we plunge into the depths of America's unsolved mysteries, cases that linger in the shadows, defying investigators and leaving families with questions that resonate across decades. I'm your host, Anna Berger, and today we're journeying to a small Arkansas city on the banks of the Mississippi River, where the disappearance of two sisters shattered a community's sense of safety and sparked a search that has endured for nearly half a century. We're exploring the 1978 disappearance of Mary Elizabeth Freeman, aged 15, and Sherri Lynn Freeman, aged 14, from West Memphis, Arkansas, who vanished while walking to a friend's house, leaving behind a trail of fragmented clues and a case that remains proofless due to the absence of their bodies and unanswered questions about their fate. This is a story of two vibrant teens, a moment of vulnerability, and a family's unyielding fight for the truth. So, settle in for an exhaustive dive into a mystery that continues to haunt and compel. Let's set the scene. It's April 1978 in West Memphis, Arkansas, a gritty industrial city of about 25,000 people nestled across the Mississippi River from Memphis, Tennessee. West Memphis is a working-class hub defined by its riverfront docks, bustling truck stops, and close-knit neighborhoods where families gather for church suppers and kids play in vacant lots. The Broadway area, a mix of modest homes and small businesses, is where residents shop at corner stores and kids bike to school. The city, part of Crittenden County, is a place of southern resilience, but its proximity to Memphis brings urban influences, including rising crime rates in the late 1970s. Mary Elizabeth Freeman and Sherri Lynn Freeman are sisters growing up in a small bungalow on East Barton Avenue. Born to James and Linda Freeman, Mary, born June 10, 1962, and Sherri, born September 5, 1963, are the eldest of three children with a younger brother, Tommy, aged 10. Mary, with her long blonde hair, green eyes, and 5 feet 3 inches frame, is a sophomore at West Memphis High School, known for her love of disco music and her talent for sewing, dreaming of becoming a fashion designer. Sherri, with her brown hair, hazel eyes, and 5 feet 1 inch stature, is a freshman, passionate about cheerleading and aspiring to be a nurse. The Freeman family is a cornerstone of their community. James, a factory worker at a local paper mill, and Linda, a part-time cashier at a Piggly Wiggly supermarket, raise their children with love and discipline. The sisters are inseparable, sharing a bedroom filled with posters of the Bee Gees and homemade quilts sewn by Mary. Mary, at 15, is outgoing, often organizing school dances and sketching dress designs in her notebook. Sherri, at 14, is quieter but spirited, excelling on the cheer squad and volunteering at a local animal shelter. They spend weekends at Southland Greyhound Park, watching dog races with friends, or biking to the Mississippi River levee to watch barges. The Freemans attend First Baptist Church, where the girls sing in the youth choir, and their home is a gathering spot for neighborhood kids with a tire swing in the backyard and Linda's famous peach cobbler. In April 1978, as spring blooms, Mary and Sherri are excited about the upcoming school prom and a planned summer trip to Hot Springs. On the evening of April 12, 1978, West Memphis is warm and humid, with temperatures in the high 70s and a soft breeze from the river. The sisters, having finished homework, ask Linda if they can walk to a friend's house on Missouri Street, about 3/4 of a mile away, to plan prom outfits. Mary wears a blue blouse, bell-bottom jeans, and sneakers, while Sherri is in a red t-shirt, denim shorts, and flip-flops. They leave around 6:30 p.m., carrying a shared purse with $5 and their house key, promising to be back by 8 p.m. Linda, preparing dinner, reminds them to stick to Broadway, the main road. A neighbor, Mr. Jenkins, sees the sisters walking along East Barton Avenue around 6:45 p.m., laughing and waving. Another witness, a gas station clerk on Broadway, spots them near the corner of Missouri Street around 7 p.m., buying Cokes at a convenience store. This is the last confirmed sighting of Mary and Sherri Freeman. When the sisters don't return by 8:30 p.m., Linda calls their friend Kathy, who says they never arrived. James searches the neighborhood, finding no trace. At 9 p.m., The Freemans report the girls missing to the West Memphis Police Department, WMPD. The next morning, April 13th, a jogger finds their shared purse, zipper broken, in a ditch off Missouri Street, about 200 yards from the convenience store. The purse, identified by Linda, contains their house key but no money or other items. The WMPD, led by Detective Robert Hill, responds quickly given the sisters' ages. Officers search the area, finding no signs of a struggle, but note a scuffed footprint in the ditch, too faint for analysis. Volunteers, church members, classmates, and neighbors comb Broadway, nearby levees, and the Mississippi River banks, while divers check the water. On April 14th, a dog walker finds Mary's blue blouse, torn at the collar, in a vacant lot off Ingram Boulevard, a half-mile from the purse. The blouse, sent for analysis, reveals no blood or DNA, only mud and grass fibers. The finds escalate the case to a suspected double abduction, and the WMPD sets up a command post at the Crittenden County Courthouse. The investigation dives into the sisters' last movements. The convenience store clerk confirms they were alone, appearing cheerful, and left around 7:05 p.m. Mr. Jenkins reports seeing a man in a dark jacket walking behind them on East Barton Avenue, about 30 feet away, but the dusk obscured his face. A truck driver, passing Missouri Street at 7:15 p.m., saw two girls resembling Mary and Sherri near a brown pickup truck, but didn't note the driver. The WMPD interviews Kathy, who confirms the sisters planned to visit but never arrived. James and Linda, devastated, provide photos. Mary in her prom dress sketch, Sherri in her cheer uniform, offering a $2,000 reward, later raised to $50,000 with donations from local businesses. The case grips West Memphis, dominating the Evening Times and WMC-TV. The Freemans appear on Action News 5 in Memphis, sparking coverage on ABC Nightly News. Tips flood in. A waitress reports seeing two girls in a truck near Jonesboro. A fisherman claims a sighting in Little Rock. None are verified. The FBI joins, given the possibility of interstate kidnapping across the Tennessee border, setting up a task force with the WMPD. They analyze a partial tire track near the purse, matching a common Firestone tread, but it's inconclusive. Cadaver dogs alert to a scent in the Ingram Boulevard lot, but digging uncovers only debris. The investigation targets local men with criminal histories. A neighbor, Ronnie Lee Harris, 33, a mechanic with a 1976 arrest for assault, becomes a suspect. Harris, matching the dark jacket man's description, was seen near Missouri Street that evening. Questioned on April 18th, he claims he was at a bar in Memphis, but his alibi lacks witnesses. A search of his home finds a pair of muddy boots and a knife, but no link to the sisters. He fails a polygraph, citing nerves, but is released. Another suspect, Billy Ray Turner, 29, a truck driver, was spotted near Ingram Boulevard. Turner, with a 1975 arrest for theft, drives a brown Chevy pickup, but a search finds no evidence, and his alibi, hauling freight, is verified. A third lead points to a transient, Carl Buddy Johnson, known for loitering near West Memphis High. Johnson, seen on Broadway, provides no clear alibi, but is released. Theories about the sisters' fate multiply, each shrouded in uncertainty. The primary hypothesis is that they were abducted by a stranger while walking to Kathy's, possibly assaulted and killed. The purse and blouse suggest a struggle, with their bodies hidden, perhaps in the Mississippi River, a landfill, or the St. Francis National Forest, 20 miles away. A 1979 search of a Crittenden County dump, prompted by a tip about suspicious bags, yields nothing. Another theory posits a targeted abduction by a local predator who knew their routine, possibly a school acquaintance or neighbor. The sisters' regular walks to friends' houses made them visible targets. A third theory, fueled by West Memphis's role as a trucking hub, suggests a trafficking ring, given reports of missing teens in the Memphis area. A 1978 FBI report notes trafficking activity in Tennessee, but no evidence links the sisters. A fringe theory speculates they ran away, but their close family ties and lack of money dismiss this. The Freemans become relentless advocates. James takes leave from the mill to organize searches, while Linda distributes flyers at Broadway stores. They appear on Good Morning America and The Merv Griffin Show, sharing Mary's sketches and Sherri's cheer ribbons, offering a $75,000 reward by 1980. In 1979, they found the Freeman Sisters Foundation, supporting missing children's cases and school safety programs. The emotional toll is heavy. James battles depression, Linda keeps the girls' room intact with their quilts, and Tommy struggles with loss. Annual vigils at First Baptist Church draw hundreds, praying for Mary and Sherri. The investigation sees renewed efforts. In 1985, Detective Sarah Moore reopens the case, re-interviewing Harris, Turner, and Johnson. Harris, now in jail for a 1983 burglary, denies involvement but fails another polygraph. A 1990 tip leads to a search of the Saint. Francis River, after a fisherman reports a submerged bag, but divers find debris. In 2005, the WMPD uses DNA technology to retest the blouse, but degradation yields no profiles. The Cold Case Unit links the sisters' case to other missing teens in Arkansas, including a 1977 case in Marion, suggesting a possible serial predator. In 2018, a podcast, Delta Disappeared, explores the case, gaining 5 million downloads by 2025 and prompting a 2019 tip about a man confessing to a friend about hiding 2 girls in 1978. The man, deceased, is ruled out. The case reshapes West Memphis. Broadway gets streetlights and schools mandate safety escorts. The Freeman Foundation supports 12 missing persons cases, and James testifies before Arkansas's legislature in 1980, advocating for a state missing persons database, enacted in 1983. Online, Reddit's Unsolved Mysteries and X posts debate the serial killer theory, citing similar cases. A 2024 tip about a body in a Crittenden County field prompts a search, but only animal remains are found. Forensic advances like ground-penetrating radar offer hope, but without the sisters' bodies, the case stalls. The proofless nature lies in the unknowns. Was it a stranger, a local, or a trafficking ring? Linda, now in her 70s, tells the Evening Times in 2025, Mary and Sherri are out there, waiting. The Freemans keep their quilts and cheer gear, a testament to a truth still elusive. That's all for the 32nd episode of Proofless. The Freeman sisters' disappearance is a tragedy that shook a river town and exposed the fragility of youth. If you have information, contact the West Memphis Police or visit freemansistersfoundation.org. Share your thoughts on our website or social media, and join us next time for another journey into the unknown. Until then, keep searching for answers.